What's up, guys? I want to share this infographic with you today and give you a walkthrough of the 6 pillars to grow your fitness business. This is specifically for any personal trainers, fitness bootcamp owners, facility or gym owners who are currently anywhere between 8,000 and maybe 20,000 a month in revenue and feel a bit stuck, feel a bit unclear, a bit overwhelmed with things, and just need a game plan to move to the next step. This is the 6-pillar blueprint that I follow in the gyms that I manage myself, gyms I've built in the past, gyms I co-run with business partners today, and it's the exact same principles we teach to our high-level one-on-one mentorship students. And I just want to walk very quickly and briefly through the overview so you can get just a clear 30,000-foot idea in your mind of what this is all about. So the first pillar, number 1, it's also important you guys do these in order, but number 1 is about business mindset. This is what the first module of our program goes into. And you all know, mindset comes number 1. You tell your own weight loss clients the exact same thing. Your body or your actions follow your mind. And so it's very important at this level, if you've got to a solid low 6-figure income, that means you've got something validated, you've got a product or a service that works, people are coming back, you're more than likely a great coach, and you know you have something to scale to the next level. But now is the time you need to shift your perspective and start realizing you need to build a real business that can grow beyond you. And you need to start transforming your mindset from that of a freelancer or a solopreneur to being a real business owner and think and act in a way that will build a company that works for you instead of hustling in a job that you work for. Because that's probably the situation you're in right now. Let me know in the comments if that is the reality for you, that you've got this 8, 10, 20K a month thing right now, but it's you hustling all day, everything depends on you, and if you stopped working, you'd also stop earning. So it's impossible to take extended vacations. It's also impossible to be at home with your family and your kids without checking your phone every 5 minutes because you're always putting out 1,000 different fires. So that's totally normal. You've just got to realize it's time to think differently, act differently, plan differently. And now we go away from just trying to be busier and away from just trying to make more money. And we've got to start thinking about, how do I build a real company, a system that can continue delivering my amazing service to more and more people, but without me being the bottleneck? That is the next question for you to think about. And in module 1 of our program, we do a lot of work and specific exercises to help you with this mindset, and also to teach you how to think and act more like a business leader, an entrepreneur, and a company owner. So you're the owner of a business that delivers fitness training. You're not just a fitness trainer trying to run a business. That's a very important distinction. And that's number 1, because if you don't get this right, then none of the next steps actually matter. Because if you try to implement many of the next steps, like some people do, but you've not changed your perspective, first of all, you're going to self-sabotage your actions, and you're always going to come back to this until you learn. So that's number 1, and we want to work on this every day. Number 2, the next thing, if you've now decided, yes, I'm going to build a large company that's going to work without me, then that means you're accepting you're going to have to bring a small team into the fray. You're going to have to start working with other trainers or a manager or an admin person or marketing and salespeople. And that means if you want to bring people into your business, you have to have step 2, which is what I call VCVC, vision, core values, and culture. This is not just philosophical. This is actionable and pragmatic. So basically, most fit pros that fail today don't have this in place. And you need a bigger vision because you need to keep things exciting. You need a reason to keep getting out of bed in the morning. You need a vision to excite your potential team members. And I guarantee if you've worked with team members before, maybe you hired trainers or someone else and it didn't work out for you, I guarantee it was because you did not have this in place. So you need to, first of all, create a long-term vision for the company. What is the big problem your company is actually in the world to solve? It's not just to make some money for you. It's not just to make 10K a month. What's the real vision? What vision do you see for your community or your demographic? What is a better world that you can help create that your business is really in business for? You know, in our gyms around the UK, we have a vision to help 10,000 women to boost their confidence, to lose more weight, to feel great, and to empower their lives. Because we believe that by helping women and men in our men's gym empower themselves like that, they will go on to empower their families, and empowered families will empower the community. And then we have a more thriving, confident community for everybody. That's our vision. That's what we're trying to create in our minds. That's what we want to create for the world, is have a lasting impact either on a town, on a region, a country, on someone's psychology, whatever it might be, that's going to create lasting change. It's not just about losing 20 pounds of weight or us making some money. It's bigger than that. And that is what excites us and keeps us going on that vision every day. Once you've got a vision in place, you can then start creating KPIs, or key performance indicators, and core values to guide your behavior there, to know you're on track quantitatively, and have core values like a set of behaviors and beliefs that people in your company all believe in. That helps you make better decisions and helps you get to your goals whilst keeping your integrity and remembering what's important. So the final part is culture. Now, culture is pretty much, are you doing these things? Culture is the implementation and accountability to, are we getting closer to our vision by tracking our KPIs? And are we living by our core values to get there? That's what culture is demonstrated. And it's tangible, and your team can feel it, and your clients can feel it, that they love being part of this business. There's a real culture and a family vibe there. And this is what's going to retain clients and retain team members alike. It's expensive to lose a client, but it's way more expensive to lose a team member that you've invested months or years into training and building relationships with. So this is why, again, most people lose their team members, or it doesn't work out, because they don't have vision, core values, and culture in place. That's why it's the second module on our business mentorship, and we take it very seriously. The third step now to building a real business is systems and finance management. You need to start systemizing your business so it can run and grow without you. You need to also be able to manage your finances so you make sure your business is growing profitably and sustainably. And you also need to understand how to lead your people, how to be a solid manager of people, as well as systems and finance. So systems are really important because you're onto something. If you're watching this right now, you have a service or a product that's changing lives. And so it's not you that people are coming for, it's the system, the recipe, the result. You might go to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, Gordon Ramsay isn't there, but and you believe he's created a powerful recipe that will give you a predictable, enjoyable result. And that's the same thing you want to pass on to your clients. So systemizing this is super important, because this means now that other trainers can deliver your workouts and your programming on your behalf, under your leadership and under your mentorship. They will be able to deliver that. You also want to get other tasks systemized by technology. So there's certain tasks and things we can do, like systemizing our paid advertising, systemizing our email follow-ups, systemizing client tracking, client retention through tools like Mindbody or Zen Planner. By having all these systems in place that take a lot of the manual work away from us, so that we can focus on serving the clients, and so your team can service the clients and you can focus on serving your team, then everyone gets more empowered, and again, that boosts that retention rate. Finance management is just as critical, because this is where most Fit Pros totally drop the ball. It's one thing to grow a business and say, I'm doing 50K a month, but most businesses I've seen, they're doing 50K a month with absolutely zero profits. And that is a disaster waiting to happen. Okay, you can't just grow revenue, you have to grow sustainably in a profitable way to know that you're not overspending on certain areas, and you're releasing profit aside, you're allocating money for your tax payments. And then if you build the financial system in correctly from the beginning, then you're going to grow more easily, you're going to enjoy finances, and you're going to have a lot more clarity and confidence on where your business is going, and you'll know all the right financial projections to get there. So you'll know how much you need to grow by, but you'll also know against what budgets you're able to do that. And so again, you don't overspend and you don't under-earn either. So that's systems and finance management, and this is where we help Fit Pros to systemize all areas of their business, create job descriptions and contracts for all their potential team members. We create flowcharts and diagrams, so everything is written down and the company could be run without you being there. Now the first three principles are in place, we come to the final few. Now the next one is building a rockstar team. This is how you find, recruit, and manage a team of trainers and other staff. You want to create a team of loyal and inspired people who are dedicated to your company vision. So remember, if you haven't done the vision work, first of all, you're going to have a hard time, because here's the reality you might have found yourself in. If you're hiring employees or contractor team members and all they care about is their paycheck and getting paid more money, then you've attracted someone that is there for a paycheck, because you've not shown them that there's anything else worth sticking around in your company for. If the only value you believe your company provides its team is just a paycheck, that's what you'll get. People that just want more money. But when you have a solid vision in place and your company is doing things, it's got a bigger goal, a bigger dream, it's got a clear focus, you are naturally going to attract better team members who also believe in that vision, and they will come to work and dedicate themselves to the cause, even at lower at lower salaries, okay, or lower retainers. That's the point. You want people that are inspired to be there, not just motivated to be there to get paid end of the month. And having a vision is there in place. And the next part, what we look into in this module, in module 4, our Fit Pros find it's actually super easy, super simple to find good talent and train them up on their team when they used to fail for months and years before that. But since they've done the first 3 steps, this becomes easier. Now in module 4, we simply put systems in place for how to interview staff, what questions to ask them, how do we know that they're really in line with our vision and values. How do we onboard those team members? How do we integrate them into what we do? How do we work out what we should be able to pay them? How do we cover holidays and sick pay and things like that? That's all under module 4, with the systems of how to attract, develop, promote, and even terminate team members, or terminate their contracts. I mean, not terminate them as people, not like the Terminator, but if they need to move on. Now, when all those basics are in place, now we move to lead gen and sales. Now, this is where we want to get you seen as the #1 authority in your area on transformation, weight loss, whatever it is you do, and also generate consistent and predictable leads and sales every week. And that's the word there, consistent and predictable. You can't keep growing your company if you don't have consistent leads. And this is a huge problem for so many trainers who approach us. Most Fit Pros come to us because they have inconsistent leads. They have uncertainty. Maybe they've tried dabbling in some Facebook ads here and there, but it's never really worked for them long term. Or they have high and low months. It's all unpredictable. And they don't feel they can scale and grow. They can't hire people. They can't really go all in because they're not sure if those sales and leads are going to come next month. So one of the first things we work on with our Fit Pros is look at their lead generation system and then dial it all in, help them understand the numbers, help them understand their real marketing goals. And then we tighten up their ads, and then, they all start getting consistent and reliable leads and sales coming in over the phone every day of the week. And so most of our Fit Pros then, they double or triple their revenue, but more importantly, they now feel confident and they have the money and resources to create a long-term plan, and we can actually keep now taking those clients and sales coming in, but we can build the business more sustainably. We know when to hire the right people in, we know when to expand safely and build second locations, and so on and so on. So we look at lead generation in 3 forms. We don't just do Facebook ads, we encourage you to do paid advertising. You want at least one source of paid advertising. You want at least one source of organic advertising or content marketing on your social media channels. And you also want a few streams of endorsed traffic or endorsed lead generation, which means when you get in front of other people's audiences or lists. So that could be, for example, getting featured in local media, could be speaking on stages in your local area, could be doing collaborations and strategic alliances with other businesses and organizations in your town. And we help our Fit Pros do all of those things. So they're not reliant on Facebook ads. We have Facebook ads, and we have one of the best programs out there in the market, helping people consistently fix their Facebook ads and make massive ROI. But then we also help them supplement that with organic content marketing and endorsed collaboration marketing too. And then you have that sorted, and they're all coming in. The sixth pillar then is about scaling sustainably. When you've got all those main things in place, you can really start scaling. And the questions then become, okay, how do I scale to my next location? How do I do that profitably? When's the right time to open up location number 2 or 3 or 4? Or should I license my gym? Or should I go into a franchise? Or should I create an online service? Or should I create a supplement brand? All these kinds of questions come in at this point, which is good because it means all the basics are in place. And now you have a lot more options. Now you have multiple options and multiple opportunities to expand. What it really comes down to is us working together one-on-one and seeing, okay, what's the best option for you? What are your long-term goals? Which of these options is best going to achieve your vision? Which of these do you have the best resources and connections to do right now? Right? Which of these opportunities will best leverage what you've already built? Okay, for some of you, that might be scaling to 3 more locations. For some of you, it might be launching a license or a franchise. For some of you, it might be moving online, right? There are many, for some of our clients, they end up going into corporate and scaling their services into corporate. So there's many different ways of doing this. The best thing is you build the first 5 pillars in first. You have one proven working business model that's scaling up to high 6 figures. And then we can look at which ways to expand your income and go to the next level of business. And that's the 6 steps in a nutshell. So of course, our 1-year mentorship takes fitness business owners through this one-on-one with one-on-one business coaching. We talk about marketing, we talk about systems, we talk about team building. We'll help you out with mindset and leadership skills, how to manage your finances. And this is really for those, it's not for you guys if you're starting up, if you haven't got your first 10 clients yet, this is not for you. This is really, if you've already started, you know you've got a good service, you've got at least 20, 30, 40 clients that you've managed to bring in because you've got a good service, you've got a good niche, and you know this could go somewhere. You know it could scale beyond you. But if you just don't know how, or if you're too overwhelmed, or if your finances aren't dialed in, or you're not sure how to find the right people, or how to train people, or how to have team members working for you, or you're not sure about opening your own location, or you're not sure when's the right time to scale to your next location, this is the right mentorship for you. It's one of the highest quality mentorships on the market. We have a proven track record with our clients. Happy to share dozens and dozens and dozens of success stories with you. And it comes at the lowest affordable investment on the market too, because we understand a lot of 6-figure coaches do have some cash flow problems. So we've made this super affordable at a rate you won't find anywhere else. If you have any questions, guys, shoot them below, but let me know about the 6 steps here. Which one of these steps do you feel you're at right now? Which one do you need more help with? And which ones would you like me to expand on and create more free content for you where I can expand and go deeper and more specific on any of these areas? Let me know in the comments. Be interested to see what you think. And I will catch up with you guys very soon.